First at 5:30, the effort on Capitol Hill to try and keep rail workers on the job and avoid a national rail strike. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Joel Brown.
And I'm Amber Rapinto. The push comes after President Biden urged lawmakers to step in as the clock ticks to a deadline next week that could force the nation's critical freight railroads to shut down amid a labor dispute. Faith Abube joining us live in Washington now with the very latest. Faith?
Good evening to you guys. Lawmakers on both sides of the political aisle, including President Biden, have all indicated that they really did not want to step into this labor dispute, but the potential of a crippling strike is forcing their hand. The urgent effort to avoid a potentially devastating nationwide rail strike, forcing House lawmakers Wednesday to wield their authority under the Commerce Clause of the Constitution.
The joint resolution is passed.
The House reluctantly intervening in a consequential labor dispute between railroad operators and their workers' unions, voting on twin measures to force both parties to accept a tentative labor deal negotiated this fall, while also addressing an impasse over paid sick leave.
These unions put a gun to the head of the American people and say, this is what we want.
The issue coming to a head after the Biden administration helped negotiate the labor deal in September. It includes a 24% pay raise for rail workers by 2024, $5,000 in bonuses, and a cap on health care premiums. But 4 out of the 12 rail workers unions rejected the tentative deal for not including enough paid sick leave. Some analysts say a looming strike as soon as next week threatens to cripple the U.S. economy, costing $2 billion a day, according to one industry estimate, freezing critical rail lines for nearly 7 million commuters and travelers.
Let me be clear, a nationwide rail shutdown would be catastrophic.
But 137 House members voted against the congressional effort to block the strike.
They're trying to renegotiate this whole process that a lot of people have put time and effort into and came to an agreement. And now, there's no reason anymore.
Joel, Amber, this is far from over. President Biden, in fact, has dispatched cabinet members to shore up support for when the Senate takes up the bills. But right now, at this point, it's really not even clear whether they'll actually take up the one guaranteeing 7 sick days for these workers. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, Faith, before you go, look, there's 12 unions in all. Do we have any idea what reaction is from those folks?
Well, just this afternoon, Joel, we heard from one of the largest rail unions. That one actually turned down the tentative deal. They don't support Congress taking the negotiations out of the hands of the workers. But unfortunately, they say that the threat to the economy has caused Congress to do just that, as we're seeing this evening.
Faith Abube with the latest on the aversion of a national rail strike from Washington. Faith, thank you.